President Trump's threat to upend America's proxy war against Russia in Ukraine may have led to the FBI raid on his Mar-a-Lago home. Trump is the only political figure in the West who appears to be willing to bring the war in Ukraine to an end. That makes him dangerous in the eyes of the national security state. Ever since the Obama-instigated coup in Kiev in 2014, the US has been pushing for absorption of Ukraine in NATO. In 2016, Trump promised to rethink America's national security commitments and expressed a willingness to work with Russia. Trump even refused to go along with standard talking points on Crimea. The people of Crimea, from what I've heard, would rather be with Russia than where they were, Trump declared. The deep state responded by suggesting Trump was a Kremlin agent. The deep state concocted Steele dossier alleged that Trump, in return for Russian help with his campaign, agreed to, quote, sideline Russian intervention in Ukraine as a campaign issue, unquote. Joining the deep state attack on Trump was the Ukraine government. It released a so-called black cash ledger alleging that Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort had received illicit cash payments from Viktor Yanukovych's Party of Regions. So dubious was this document that even Special Counsel Robert Mueller wanted to have nothing to do with it. Ukraine's ambassador to the UN penned an op-ed denouncing Trump. Ukraine's Minister of Internal Affairs, Arsen Avakov, asserted that Trump was a, quote, bigger danger to the US than terrorism, unquote. Ukraine's attacks on Trump continued even after he was president. Ukrainian-American Alexander Vindman came up with a conspiracy theory according to which Trump was supposedly conditioning release of arms to Ukraine on Kiev's providing information about the Biden's get-rich-quick schemes in Ukraine. Trump was duly impeached, even though a US president has every right to stop arms flow to a country if such flows jeopardize the security of the United States. Today, Trump is suggesting that a US-Russia deal on Ukraine might have averted war. They could have given up Crimea, they could have done something with NATO. I believe Putin wanted to make a deal, he has said. In other words, Trump, unlike almost every other Western politician, seems willing to cut a deal. Such talk is of course abhorrent to a deep state, determined to fight to the last Ukrainian in order to deal a fatal blow to Russia.